They're competing with you, but you're not competing with them. The only person you compete with is yourself. You're not lazy. You're not a lazy person. You are a go-getter. And you know how to get what you want, okay? And that's why you have so much competition. What is this competition? Like, Five of Wands, what is this competition that's going on? Like, is someone trying to beef with you? Ah, you got the Queen of Wands and the Moon reverse. It's like, I mean, I understand the competition. If you are coming out as this Queen of Wands, okay, you are fiery, you are passionate, you are beautiful, you just radiate this confidence, okay? And I could understand why that would want to put people in competition with you, whether that's friends, family, a work environment, whatever it may be. People see you as this person like they like admire and strive to be like. And in the same time, there are people who move past the admiring piece and it turns into envy. And like this is something that you kind of don't know or so ignoring. Let's go with that. I like ignoring better than anything. Like you're ignoring the competition. You're ignoring the competition. It doesn't phase you. It's like they're competing with you, but you're not competing with them. You're like the only person you compete with is yourself. You say yourself is plenty of competition. And that's important, okay? Like we should always want to be ourselves. There should be things, people that we, admire, or they're people that inspire us, encourage us to reach new heights and try different things. But that doesn't mean we want their life or we want to wear their face or we want to be like them. It's just that it's just something that they're like, wow, I really like admire what they did or like their story. It inspires me to do more for myself. I don't want to compete with them. I want to compete with myself. You've already achieved many great things. And if you don't feel like you have, let me tell you, you have. Do not let society dictate whether you have achieved anything. Do you feel good about yourself? Do you feel like you're educated? Do you feel like you earn a good living? Do you own things that you're proud to own? Then you've done a good job, okay? And people can see that about you and you're just proud of what you have and want to compete with that. Meanwhile, like I said, you don't compete with other people, you compete with yourself. Oh man, let's say you like I like to, walk and run. And it's like I'll sit there and be like, man, I did that. And like people will hear what I've done, how far I've walked or how far I run, and they're like, oh man, I want to get out there and do that. But meanwhile, I don't really care that they say that. I'm like, I did this in this much time. I want to be able to do it faster. Like I'm competing with myself. I'm not competing with other people. And that's what you're doing. You're competing with yourself. You're not competing with other people. You're ignoring the competition. You're just going after the things you want in life. That's too many. That's too many. And good for you. I was like, Miss Stevie Wonder out here, she don't see nobody. Like, I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. I'm being silly. Seven of Pentacles. You're not lazy. Don't you dare think that you're lazy. Don't you dare for 1 second think that you're lazy or you're not doing enough. And that's probably why people want to compete with you, because you're hard on yourself. You're very hard on yourself. And that may possibly be why people think, okay, she's doing this and now she's on to that, or she was doing this, or he was doing this, now it's on that. Like, when do they stop? They keep going, they keep striving. You're not lazy, you're hard on yourself. And if people like want to compete with you, they want to have a drive like you, it's like almost like step into your head, step into your minefield, step into your force field, and you realize like, yo, I am this hard on myself. I want my dreams, my desires to come true. That's why I keep my head down. That's why I focus. That's why I can't be concerned about, Becky down the street or Corey around the corner. Corey around the corner. Yeah. Yeah, I said that. Said that. Because I'm focused on me. Or as far as like I said, you take your time. Like when you need rest, you rest. When you need to meditate, when you need to go inwards and think and contemplate about your next move, you do that. A lot of people don't understand that when they constantly see like you go, go, go or achieve these great things. Because it'd be like you're working really hard and you might be very quiet. You might not be posting on social media. You might not be out with the friends. You might not be someone that's boastful or, you brag. You don't brag. Like, no one likes brag. But it's like when you're done working on whatever you're working on, you just pop out. You pop out shiny. You pop out with this accomplishment. You pop out with a banging body. You pop out with, you know, looking good, nails done, beard all trimmed up. You just pop out like, yeah, I did that. And people are like, okay, but she was like resting like in the coffin, like when did she like expire? When did she attain this? When did he grab that? It's just like, I'm not lazy. Like that's what I'm saying. You say you're not lazy. You're not a lazy person. You're a go-getter. That's what you are. You are a go-getter. And you know how to get what you want, okay? And that's why you have so much competition. Because you go after the things you want. Amen. You know you're not stuck. Like you know that. You have learned that. If something doesn't look how you want it to look, you go back to the drawing board. Okay, then that's what that Four of Swords is. I'm gonna go inward. I don't like this. Or I thought this is what I wanted to do, and I realized this isn't what I want to do. Or I thought this was the right step. This was the step to go to reach me to that next direction, but it's not. So you realize, okay, let me leave that. They're not appreciating me. And it could be a job. It can be a relationship as well. I thought this relationship was for me. I realize it's not. I'm not stuck here. I've got to do what's best for me. I'm sorry to hurt you because that was never my intention. But now I need to do what's best for me. And a job. You don't appreciate the work that your environment, your coworkers don't appreciate the work that you do. They gossip and talk about you, spread rumors, or make up accusations. Okay, you know what? I don't need to stay here. I know that I have talent. I know that I have skills. I know that I have worked hard and earned my education, that I'm just as educated and qualified to be here as other people. And other jobs would be happy to have me. In the world today, we have so many people who want to work for themselves, and I'm not knocking that, okay? Definitely not for myself, not knocking that. If you have the ability to work for yourself and pull it off, do you, boo-boo? Get your paper, okay? Uh, Stack those coins. But because we have so many entrepreneurs in the world right now, there are so many businesses struggling that just looking for people to work. They're just looking for people to employees. So it's just like, if that job's not working for you, with Indeed be your best friend, okay? Or just walking around, you might be surprised, you like, oh, they're hiring. Just walk in and say, oh, you're hiring? Like, and run your resume. That's it. Like, it's easy for you to go out and find something new. And a lot of people don't know that. Like, you realize, and that's like the best place, like for you, this Eight of Swords, to know, like, hey, I know I'm not stuck. I know I'm not stuck. I can change my surroundings. I can change my environment. I can change where I live if I want to. You have so much power, and that's why people are so enamored by you. You drop burdens that don't belong to you. You're like, this doesn't belong to me. This isn't for me. I don't need to carry other people's energy around. And that's what keeps you just so people enamored with you. Nine of Cups. You know how to get the things that you want. You manifest them. You call them in. You are a master manifester. So, like, go you, okay? Like, you do you. And it's definitely in that Queen of Wands energy, just you command just this presence. You have this commanding presence. You command attention because you come off so confident. You come off vibrant, full of love. You have this energy, this enthusiasm that is just infectious. People just gravitate you. They want it. They're like, oh my God, who is she? Like, I am just on one today right now. But good for you. Ace of Swords is just new insight that's coming in, this new clarity. It might be a new idea that you have coming in. Oh, and the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You may have a new idea that's coming in that, you're going to come up with, or like I said, I was talking about possibly leaving a job or possibly leaving a relationship, moving wherever. And you're someone who meditates. You're someone that goes within. Really sit with yourself, go out on a walk, see beautiful nature, and really meditate on what it is you're trying to call in, or this new adventure you want to go on, this new idea that you're having. I'm going to say, tell me more about this new idea, because I feel like this idea is going to take you in a direction you really want to go. Don't be afraid to do it. I mean, Queen of Wands energy, I know you're not afraid. You're going to jump. You're confident in yourself. You're confident in your skills. You're confident in your abilities. So if something presents itself to you, go ahead and do it. Temperance. Ensure that it'll bring you balance in your life. I have a feeling this will bring you balance in your life. There's some type of balance you're looking for. Like, that's what's at the bottom of the deck. There's something that you're like, you've outgrown. You've outgrown this. You no longer, like I said, whether it's a relationship, it's a job, friend dynamic, a place that you're living, an environment. You've outgrown this environment. You're ready to be reborn. You're ready to exist in the world differently. This new way of being, this new clarity is definitely going to bring you balance in life. Like, you're going to feel like you have steady footing. Be patient with yourself, though. That's why I say take your time. Know that you may not know all the answers. You may not know how everything's going to play out. But know that it will be for your highest good. Know that it will bring balance to your life. It's a new adventure. I'm excited. Like, it just makes me smile. It's like, be happy where you are. Be proud of where you are. Because you've worked hard to get there. We got 77 out here. Okay. So we got the 7 of Swords. And you could feel like, again, I was talking about that environment where people may have slandered your name. And then we started out with competitions. So maybe a job, like, you may have slandered your name. It could be a friend dynamic. It could be like your relationship. Like, people like saw your relationship and wanted to like tear it down and attack you. I'm like staring at this card. I see bank at the top right here. So it's like, it could even involve money. Like, people, okay. People may have tried to, attack your well-being, attack your financial status. You have like the 7 of Wands in reverse, and it's just like, that's simply a place where you like stand your ground. I said the 77, and the 77 could be significant. But it's like you retreated inwards. Instead of standing your ground, instead of fighting, instead of really trying to prove your point, you just said, you know what? And that correlates with that 4 of Swords. You said, you know what? Okay. I know my worth. I know I am intelligent. I know that I got it. Okay? I got it. All right? And so because I know that, I'm not even going to waste my time fighting about this. I'm not even going to waste my time trying to plead my case. And don't misunderstand that, like, you're not someone to be walked over. You don't let people walk over you. You don't just let people bully you or disrespect you. You don't do that. You know how to pick your battles, though. And in this case, you didn't fight because you realized this is not something I want to fight for. I do not like this environment. I do not like this job. I'm not happy in this relationship. I'm not happy in this environment. So even though I'm not in the wrong, or I deserve certain things, I don't deserve to be treated this way, I will take this as truly like a blessing. It's more of a blessing than a lesson. I will take this as a blessing. It's really showing me I don't want to be here. And right behind that was judgment. Okay. So By you going inwards, by you not fighting, you called in that judgment. Not just judgment of the situation, the people, the environment, but also judgment of yourself, and good for you. You know what? I can do bad all by myself. And good for you. You're just like, all right, I've had enough of this. I know I can call in something else, and I am going to call in something else. Let me think about what is it that I want. Let me meditate. Let me figure out. I've been having these new ideas about existing in the world differently. That death was out here. I want to, you know, exist in the world differently. I want to put an end to how I normally exist or how I show up in the world. I'm ready to show up in the world differently. Yes, you show up as that Queen of Wands, someone very confident, but you possibly could have been losing your shine a little bit, taking so much of, letting your energy be drained, letting people disrespect you or slander your name, not fighting that. That you say, you know what? I'm ready to exist in the world differently. I'm ready to call in something different. And let me tell you, those people who played in your energy, you are the Nine of Pentacles, okay? Nine of Pentacles, that's my Black Girl Magic card. You do not have to be black to embody Black Girl Magic, okay? Are we clear? We're clear? All right. But you know how to call in the things that you want. Nine of Pentacles is someone very independent. Someone who works very hard. Typically, they're seen alone. And as I said, you could be leaving a job, you could be leaving a relationship, a friend group, moving towns. But it's okay, because you know how to get the things that you want. Four of Pentacles. Don't hold on to things that no longer serve you. Let them go, release them, and be excited for the new version you want to be, the new person you're calling in. Let that, it's almost like an ego death. Yes, there are things that you have built in this lifetime. There are relationships you have built with other people. You may have done really well at this job, but it's okay to let it go. And like it hurts to let it go. Let me say that this new way of being, it will hurt you to let things go. And it reminded me of that Four of Pentacles. We can't hold on to, things forever. I kind of think of like we're born and we have a limited amount of time on this earth. We don't live forever. Nothing stays the same. The only thing constant is change. So while it may hurt you to say goodbye to the relationship or the family or the friends or the hometown you've lived in forever, know that there's something on the horizon, a new beginning, a new way of being, a new way of existing that you've been thinking about, you've been dreaming about. It's there, it's waiting for you. Three of Cups, and it'll be a celebration. You'll meet new friends. You'll make new coworkers. You'll just be able to socialize. You'll be able to embody that Queen of Wands energy and that Nine of Pentacles energy in the new beginning. So while you may be saying goodbye to other things, just think about what you're calling in and think about what you're saying goodbye to. Like, there are happy things, like and we tend to remember the happy things more than the bad things. We started out here with competition. There are people that wanted to compete with you. There are people that didn't want to see you happy, that wanted to bring your shine down some, dim your shine. Do you want to stay around those type of people all your life? I mean, I've already kind of got a feeling you don't. So even though you are saying goodbye to something, understand you're saying hello to something too. Sometimes the only appropriate response is to grieve and celebrate at the same time. Grieve the things that you're losing and celebrate all the things that you're gaining, because you are gaining something new.